Yo, it's Guido coming back at you with a Tactics Talk. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. And I am in my JPZ, another tank that I didn't have 100 battles in. Still don't, but I'm getting close. Here on Himmel's Derp, and I am on the southeast spawn on an encounter battle. And this one was titled JPReeeeeee. You know that meme, the ree, that whole thing? Kids love it. Kids love those crazy kids and their memes. My son has a pretty funny story about that, actually. He's playing a game called Rust, and he was in a forest walking around early on when he just started playing, and it's a multiplayer survival game, so there's lots of different people in there. But there's also comms, so you can hear what they're saying and all that good stuff. He was going through the forest trying to be sneaky. Had just started, so he had a rock in his hand or something. And he hears this kind of commotion, sees this guy running through the forest. He's being chased by a bear. He said the funniest thing about it is the guy was just running along and he was screaming, "Ree!" That's the bear was just at the top of his lungs. So my son said he just crouched down and watched the guy go run by. I don't know why that's funny. But this is a JPZ. This is a tier 10 German TD. Just a big behemoth. You can see I'm shooting HE because I'm a noob. I'm gonna see if I can take a little piece of this. Oh, nope. You don't want any of that. I'm thinking if I can pen the top of that thing with this HE, he's gonna die. Then I say, well, you know what? Let's just go around the corner. Oh, hey, there's a. Oh, there we go. RHM goes down. He drops some damage on me. The 103 gets a shot on me. That's not fair. And I'll fix my gunner. So we're doing okay up here. Looks like the 4005, the barn has gone down to the bottom. We didn't put anyone down there. Normally people will take their JPReeeeeee and they will head on down and go to Tank Alley, but not me. That's not for me. I want to come up here and clear off this hill. But I do see that down below we've got a bit of an issue happening. The thing about this tank, and one of the reasons I'm firing HE like a big noob, is while the gun is dangerous and scary, it's also derpy. Now I've just showed two pretty good snaps, one on the RHM and then another one, actually two. Let's call it 3 good shots. They weren't all snaps. Where the accuracy did not let me down, but the accuracy on this will let you down. It absolutely will, and it does take a long time to reload. And then I've got this camper. I'm like, come on, man, look out! Oh, jeez, what's going on here? Let me just shoot the edge of him. I'm tired of waiting. Then I see that we've got a bunch of big kids down there. I'm just going to back away. I don't want to put that big billboard side to him. If I'd have gone forward and right, started turning around, see that little low area right about here? They'd have had shots into my side, so I need to back out of that. And let's head down here. We're not doing really well. We're 5-7, so it's not terrible yet. We do have the hill. And I think, ooh, yeah, let's see if we can get this 4202 right here. And nope. I'm not going to be able to get enough depression to shoot him without exposing my lower plate, so I think better of that. We'll turn back around and we'll take the JPReeeeeee down here. Like I said, the gun will let you down. It really will. It tends to bounce every now and again. 299 pen seems like a whole bunch. The Hesh is at 420. But there's just something about this gun that says, you know, every once in a while I'm just going to bounce randomly and you are going to be very angry with your 20-second reload. And that's probably it. Most tanks with very long reloads are frustrating like that if you miss or bounce because the reload is so long. I've got to take a little jink to the right and a little jink to the left. I want to keep my front of my tank in as much as possible. And we'll drop 1009. And that's what this tank's all about, dropping 1009 hit points on people. There's the barn. For a moment I thought, oh, he's coming, and then I had to look at my minimap and realize, you know what? That's a good lesson right there. Where is he really? He's really way back here. I was thinking he was on this corner based on where I saw the light. See how the line is exactly the same from where I am to where he is? That initially I thought he's on that corner, and if he just comes down that road, he's going to get me. And then I looked at the minimap and said, no, actually he's way back there. That changes things considerably. I have much more time. And the Oho ends up killing him. So we're down to 8 to 10. We got the 4005 sitting back there. Our T30 dies. They've got some guys on cap. This is not really a great situation. I'm going to try to stick around with the OHO, though. I'm going to try to stick around with the OHO. So I'm going to cut back to the right. The last thing I want to do with this tank is get isolated so that something gets by me, especially if there's two somethings. The T32 heads up the hill. Our Leopard is dealing with them, I hope. And we will slowly go to cap here, myself and the OHO, with pretty decent amount of hit points. But now we're down to 3 OS. There's only 3 of us. The Leo, myself, and the OHO. And the Leopard starts to fall back, which I think is a pretty good idea. The 4202 thinks he's going to go around the OHO and work him over, but what he does not know is, hello, I am also here. 263 is sitting there. The artillery puts a shot into the OHO. I'm not reloaded, so I don't want to go raging around the corner. No sense letting the 263 have a free shot on me. And at this point now I'm thinking, well, there's a Scorpion G behind us. The OHO is going to have to hold that side. The Leopard's back here, so I'm going to come over to this corner. And I've got to watch what the OHO is doing. So the OHO is the canary in the coal mine. If they start jumping on him, I got to turn. This is not a great situation. I don't feel like we can push. The 4005 is probably either come back to where it can start taking on the OHO, or it's currently coming around this way to come in behind us. I see the Scorpion, and there's the gun works for me that time. Fantastic. Now I'm going to get out of there. I pull back because if the 4005 was near there, he may come around while I'm reloading and get a free shot. So let's just not let him have that. The Leopard will give me some spots. He's coming out, so I get out of his way so he can come around the corner. That's very important. I did not push into this corner while he was coming because that would force him further wider, and allow a shot on him for longer. I wanted to be back here out of his way so he could cut that corner quickly, and we're all 3 together now. But there is somebody on the cap, probably the artillery. And now I'm worried about this 4005, so I'm going to go ahead and hold this. One of the critical spots we're not watching is this approach. This one is the dangerous one, and had somebody come up this way, we might have been in a lot more trouble. Heck of a deal. There it goes. Now, actually, there's somebody else on there. So we found the 212. The 263 is right there. Someone's on the cap, so it's either the 32 or the 4005. And my guess is the 4005. Although, actually, you know what? It may be the 263. He may be just on the edge of it. Yeah, it looks like it is the 263. So never mind. The 263 was just on the edge of the cap. You can hug that building right there and still be on the cap. So he's moving around, probably trying to get a shot on the Leopard. And it's a 3v3. But the question is, they know more or less where all of us are. We only know where one of them is. Because those 2 lights for the 32 and the 4005 are very old. Oh, look at this. Hello. T32 down. Now we've got a bit of an advantage, so I'm going to go ahead and back out once again. Same reasoning. And to watch that corner. Hey, there's the 4005. Found him. And unfortunately, he kills the Leopard off. I go with regular AP. Should be enough, even for the 263, to put some damage on him. The OHO is moving in on the 4005. Puts a hit on him. He takes a hit from the 263, unfortunately, and down he goes. I just cannot get there fast enough. I wish I had gone left instead of trying to go right, but I didn't have any real good options for either one. What I don't want to do is let them get organized and come at me, and unfortunately I get lit right there, so he finds me. And that's JPReeeeeee right there. All those good shots, all that RNG working for me, and then, oh geez, he misses, and he's probably saying the same thing. He is probably very unhappy right now. That was helpful. Almost gets by. He almost gets by right there. And I think instead of just ramming me, had he taken a cut, gone a little bit wide, and tried to speed around me, he would have got around me, and that probably would have been the end of the game. 7 kills, 5,854 damage, 820 bounced. Now here's the conundrum with the 263. He reloads a lot faster. I'm about a 2, maybe more than likely a 3 shot. If he gets 2 very high rolls, I think he can get me or come close to it. But I'm counting on it being a 3 shot situation. But with the JPReeeeeee, bounces are definitely a possibility on a 263. Plus he's more maneuverable than I am. I find him right there. And unfortunately, I'm not quite reloaded. It would have been really nice if I'd have been reloaded right there. It also would have been really nice if I still had some HE. But still, 955 could be about a 1-shot. So I'm going to, once I go dark, he disappears and I disappear to him, I actually change. Instead of coming at him, if I come from that direction, then I go over the cap circle and he knows I'm there. At least if I go this way, he's either wondering if I'm coming this way or if I'm still sitting over there staring down on the other side of the cap. Now this was an interesting sequence because I come this way. I'm expecting a proxy light any moment. I'm thinking surely I'm going to find him right here. Oh, maybe he went by and I'm going to get shot in the side. Or maybe he's this way. And this is a complete guessing game now. I have zero idea where this guy went. I go all the way down this way, and like I said, the 263 is a pretty maneuverable TD. So I'm going to come in this way. I come all the way back down, and now I'm thinking, oh, jeez Louise, now he could be anywhere. Now he could really, truly be anywhere. So I say, all right, well, we got 3 minutes. I'm going to get on the cap. I'm going to force him to come to me. Come over this way. Spin it around. I'm going to protect my right side with this building as best I can, and I'm going to point this way. If he shows up behind me because he proxy lights, he may have a shot in my front sprocket right there, so that's a bit dangerous. I probably needed to back up a little bit. And then I changed my mind. To be quite honest, I don't know why I changed my mind right here. Well, that's interesting. Usually on these replays, I can tell you why I did something. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you noticed it. I didn't notice it. I forgot. This is an encounter I could not actually cap. JPReeeeeee. That went right into his top, right up into his top armor, and he got one of the shots. So he's into me up for 1 shot, and there we go. I'm able to bounce that one, and I'm going to get a reload. He goes around this way. Overextends a little bit, tries to get turned around, can't quite do it. And I'm just going to go up into the superstructure with the heat, point blank range, and we take that guy down. 6,813, 8 kills. That's right. On the cap piece, because it's encounter, I simply did not have enough time, so I had to take a chance, and I went straight at him. Fortunately, he was right there. Able to kill him off. JPReeeeeee, you know, that gun will let you down on occasion. I was aiming towards that bottom plate. Didn't have as much depression as I wanted, so I wasn't aiming as low as I wanted to, and that shot went high and bounced off that really strong upper plate, highly angled right there, but ended up coming through it. Like I said, 6,813, 1,260 bounced, and 226 assist. That was a game that actually got my blood going a little bit, got my heart rate up. That doesn't happen too often to me, but that was pretty fun. I did enjoy that. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for the support of the channel, and we will see you.